Hi friends, welcome to your reading on Power Moon Tarot. My name is Natalie and our reading today is called What They Desire and Feel, okay? And on the extended video, we'll be going into what's their next move, how you will feel, and the outcome, okay? So let me go ahead, I'm just gonna turn my music down just a little bit. I love it, but it interrupts me when I'm trying to channel, okay? So let's go ahead and get settled in. Pardon moi, I always have to get a little bit settled in. Okay, so with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the piles. We have pile number 1, which is the angel wings. Pile number 2, which is serpentine stone, okay? And pile number 3, which is the malachite stone, okay? And that has this interesting design on it. It's pretty cool, okay? Not to sway you, every pile is gonna be interesting, okay? So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And we're asking what they desire and feel. So some of it is going to be more emotional or mental. And I also have my dirty little grab bag as well here. And I shuffled in a couple of sexual cards as well too. So if you're uncomfortable with any kind of sexual imagery or sexual discussion, please click off the reading now. Additionally, I do swear sometimes, and some people might not enjoy that. I'm very blunt and straight to the point most of the time in my reading. So if that isn't your style, then by all means, choose another reader. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at what they desire and feel, okay? So let's move aside the other piles here. We'll move aside piles 3 and 2. And details for booking an extended reading are below. If you'd like to book an extended reading, book a private reading. And also, if you'd like to check out my extended reading on my Vimeo channel, you can click the link below for that as well, okay? So, and if you want to follow me on Instagram, there's also details for how to follow me on Instagram below, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look. Pile number 1. Okay, pile number 1, you chose the angel wing here. And we're asking what they desire and feel, okay? And if you want to hit me up on the extended reading, you can click the link below to go to Vimeo to purchase the extended reading if you're interested in that. In the extended reading, we'll be asking what's their next move, how you will feel, and the outcome, okay? But for now, we're going to look at what they desire and feel, okay? So let's go ahead, my angels, my shiny angels, shimmering angels, pile number 1. Let's take a look what they desire and feel. Okay, so they're telling you they want to turn you inside out and lick you like a crisp packet. They want to be every button that you press. I want every other freckle, okay? So this person has deep desire for you, pile number 1. And they're an angel, so maybe... I don't know. Are they going to be naughty or are they going to be nice? Let's check it out. And your song here is Out of Touch by Hall & Oates. It says, you're out of touch, I'm out of time, but I'm out of my head when you're not around, okay? So this person has deep desires for you and I get that they almost feel sick to their stomach when you're not around, like that they feel upset when you're not around, because I think this person, pile number 1, needs a lot of assurance that you, even though they might not act like it, this person does need a lot of assurance that you feel the same way, okay? So let's see what else we get here. Gazelle, okay. Panther, oh my God. The gazelle and the panther. Well, they clearly, the panther is straight. I mean, both of these are fire, okay? It's just expressing it differently. I think your person is, like I said, they have that vibe where they don't want to come off too strong, but underneath it is lurking a panther, like somebody that just wants to jump on you. I'm really drawn to this person's to their teeth. They could have those front incisors that are sharp on their teeth. You guys know what I mean when it looks almost like they have like a couple little like vampire teeth on the front. Maybe you have teeth like that, but somebody's looking like a panther. And then we have somebody else here who is looking like, oh my God, what? Okay, so they could be really wanting to pursue you very hard, but having to hold back and not contact you all the time because that just seems desperate, right? So they might be doing that. Let's see here. What do they desire and feel? It says, seconds tick by, stop watching the time, obsessed, okay? So yeah, this person gets obsessed when they don't hear from you, if they don't see a text come in from you, if they don't see your social media and see what you're doing, they get obsessed. And I get the sense that this person hides it though behind a very light exterior, that everything's cool, everything's good, everything's golden, and underneath it they're like a ravaging panther wanting to pounce on you, okay? 1010, shifting timelines, wholeness, and completion. So I do think this person feels better when you're around, and I think you guys both feel better when you're in each other's presence. And there could be this wanting to be next to each other, and you guys are both looking at the clock here, like, when can this happen? When can this speed up is what I'm seeing. And it says, you're out of alignment, mission needs reassignment, okay? So some of them are a little out of alignment by being a little bit too obsessed. You know, the roles could be reversed here too. Maybe you're being a little bit obsessive about this connection, but I can see why, because this person is sexy, right? The panther is sexy. They've got those bedroom eyes. They're looking good. They're a little dangerous, right? So, you know, it's like Spirit is wanting to realign your person though. They're wanting to realign. This person probably wants you to realign to themselves. I get the sense that this person could get a little obsessed, like maybe Scorpio obsessed, Capricorn, Virgo is another one that I heard, in Aries. They could get a little bit like obsessed and wanting you to get back into line. Like you're out of touch, you're out of pocket, you're with friends, and they're like, you get back into alignment. Here, we have so many things remind me of you, okay? So this person thinks about you a lot, and many, many things. You're a 10, 10, 10, remind them of you. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. So maybe you taught them something, pile number 1. And we have 777, honor your shadow self and let it reveal any hidden mysteries to you. A completion is near. So I would say this shadow self here is this panther energy with the gazelle. They're very different energies, right? And someone might be coming off as being like real innocent. We have the angel wings here. Somebody's coming off as being real innocent, but they really want to fuck here with the panther is what I'm seeing, pile number 1. And 1010 is, I think they want to complete this cycle with you. Maybe you guys haven't been able to see each other. You haven't been able to meet. So they really want to, some of them really want to travel to you is what I'm seeing here as well. 533, a change in scenery may help to clear up the mind. A short trip or vacation may be helpful. Yeah, some of them want to take a trip, like I just said 2 seconds ago. Some of them are going to want to take a short trip. They're going to want to take you maybe on a short road trip, maybe take you away, whisk you away. But I do get the sense that you might be out of touch with this person. You guys might not be in connection, and they have had time to think, and too much time according to them, and that they have time to think about this connection and what happened and how to get back into alignment. And so they're telling you they're grateful for the spiritual lesson, and so many things remind them of you. Okay, pile number 1. And we have here, we have the Empress. Okay, so yeah, some of them were looking at you like, okay, ooh, she's the total package, or he's the total package, right? But I think some of them didn't express it enough, okay? They didn't express like how much they cared. They didn't express everything, and they tried to hold on to you, but they didn't express, and so they lost you, I feel like, for some of you here, because the Empress is not somebody that you would want to lose, okay? The Empress is somebody that you hold on to for a really long time, okay? And then we have Justice. Okay, so some of them are missing that ass for sure. They could have enjoyed blindfolding you, getting on your hands and knees. Some of them could have really thought your feet were really cute feet for some of you. But with the skulls on the bottom of the deck here, it's like, where are the bodies buried, right? because there could have been something that came to light with justice too. Something might have come to light in this connection, something that you found out that you didn't really appreciate, okay? So I'm seeing that energy come through with justice here. And we could have Libra energy and Taurus energy showing up in this pile, okay? And then we have Judgment. So you guys have 3 major arcana. So this relationship was not, if you thought that this relationship was just not a big deal, this person didn't care, there was nothing here, I do not believe that's the case. So for some of you, this could have been something that you talked about marriage in the future. You talked about wanting to have a family in the future. You talked about, your ideas about relationships and what relationships are for, fate and destiny. I definitely see here, like your person, I feel like both of you cry over this connection. I think your person cries. I think you cry. Someone could have gotten in between the connection here, but I feel like your person just wants to step over that and they just want to come back to you is what I'm feeling. Like if they left you for another connection or they considered another connection, the truth of the matter is that they would sidestep that connection and never do it if it meant that they could just be with you. And I can see you've been very upset with this as well too. I think you've tried to get your wits about you and just forget this person if possible and really just focus on your self-love. But I can see both of you are struggling to let this connection grow. I see both of you like shedding tears over this, and that's the truth of the situation, okay? But you've been a big deal to this person with 1010. And I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson and all of these major arcanas here. You have been a big deal to this person, and they very much, I think they very much still want to sleep with you, with this turn you inside out and lick you like a crisp packet. Yeah, somebody has some real sexy plans for you with that. I think they haven't given up on the sexual aspect of this connection at all. Let's go ahead let's do the dirty grab bag after. Let's go into what they desire and feel based on the tarot, okay? So what does your person desire and feel based on the tarot? What do they desire and feel? Oh boy. I think they just want to be in the zone with you where everything becomes like a hurricane with like swirling body parts and you don't even know, like, did this hand go here? Did this go there? I think they just want, to like, if you look really nice and you dress really classy, I think they just want to mess everything up is what I see. Okay, so we have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, so some of them here, what they desire and feel, some of them feel that this situation has been very, like, maybe there's been competition, maybe there's been another competition here. I feel like this person feels like, like basically that they had to, this is not happy energy with the 5 of Wands. I feel like they have had to fight off other people for your attention, or they could assume that, even though that's not true, pile number 1. I feel like they feel they have to be very strong and stand their ground. And I think that they were distracted by the connection between both of you, like they were distracted. There could have been some fighting, some yelling. There could have been some words that were said that were not appreciated, or just tones. There could have been tones of voices, etc., that were not appreciated, okay? So 5 of Wands, what they desire and feel. Princess of Wands. Okay, so this person, I get the sense that they want you to open your arms to them, and they want you to forgive anything that was said or done in the past that was upsetting to you. I think they want a fresh start and a clean slate. I think they want things to be more innocent again and go back to the way that things were in the past. I think they want to rewind. They want to hit the rewind delete button, and they want things to start the way that, pretend that didn't happen, right? It's like, if I knew what I knew, I wouldn't have been such a dick face, and I would have been more open. I would have been more honest. you know, I would have taken things a little slower too. Maybe some of them rushed the sexual connection here as well. But I think this person is like, you know, wants a reset with you here, going from the Five of Wands to the Princess of Wands. And I think they're still very interested in the sexual connection. And maybe you guys would do that. You would fuck and fight and then make up, and fuck and fight and then make up. I think this person is like, peace, peace. I'm holding the peace flag here, okay? Okay, Queen of Cups. Yeah, I'm holding the peace flag. This person does desire to have peace with you and have a new connection, a new emotional connection with you. They want you to not be closed off to them sexually. I think the sexual connection with you really changed them. They might have had some sexual experiences with you that they didn't have with anybody else, okay? And, you know, not to make everything about sex, but, you know, that's because when the sex is like that, it's because there's also usually an emotional connection as well, which I'm seeing both the fire here and the emotional aspect of it, okay? So this Queen of Wands, she's got her legs spread and she's wearing black panties with a lightning bolt on the crotch, okay? So I really feel like this person feels indebted to you for something that you showed them sexually. I just heard that song, you showed me what to do, exactly what to do when I was in love with you, right? I mean, maybe you took this person's virginity for some of you, or maybe, you know, there's always this energy of like, well, okay, who taught, you know, maybe you taught this person how to actually have sex and intimacy with someone, okay? I feel like this person is indebted to you, like I said, because of that. And I feel like they try to recreate that and they have a hard time recreating that. Yeah, I think they see your power now. If this is a new connection, then it could start off being rather choppy, but it's going to evolve into something much nicer, into something much more beneficial with the Queen of Cups here, okay? But if this is an older connection, I do feel like they're missing you emotionally, and I do see them on their knees in front of you, and they are grateful for the spiritual lesson. With the lightning bolt here, it makes me think of Aquarian energy, okay? So some of you could be Aquarians or Leos here too, Aquarius, Leo, all right? So what they desire and feel, Spirit. Four of Cups. I think they feel like they have a missed opportunity with you, and they want you to, like, they're asking their angels to give them another chance with you. You could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the Queen of Cups here. I feel like they realize they fucked up, honestly. I think they fucked up, okay? And I think they want you to give them a chance. Honor your shadow self and let it reveal any hidden mysteries to you. A completion is near. Yeah, I definitely feel like this person's like, shit, I fucked up, you know? And they might not be showing that to you. They might still be acting like a little shit here with the Five of Wands. But internally, I feel like their internal dialogue is shifting. They're like, whoa, 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 wait. And that connection was electric. And did I just fuck something up here? I think they're asking their angels and guides, like, did I really fuck something up here? Because the other people that they're gonna meet are not going to be fulfilling and rich like you, pile number one. They're not gonna have the richness of the connection with others. Other people are gonna be like stick figures to them, like nothing there, right? Nothing there. And so I think this person is crying in their milk a little bit. We have Four of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I think they're crying in their milk about the lost passion, Princess of Wands, you know, and they could see you as their prince or princess or their king or queen. And, you know, they just didn't really show it. With the Five of Wands, they showed something else, okay? And, you know, they probably let their minds get the best of them is what I'm seeing here. Like they let their mouth and their minds get the best of them. Some of them didn't communicate how they felt at all, and they acted very rambunctious instead, okay? But let's see. what they desire and feel. Or, oh, the Empress. The Empress shows up again. She's here twice. Yeah, they, in the Six of Wands, they wanted victory with the Empress. So they wanted victory. They wanted to open up their heart, is what I feel like. And yeah, some of you here could be blondes with blue eyes. Some of you, I feel, change your eye color depending, or you have hazel eyes, they change, or you actually wear contacts that change your eye color. I feel like this person, you know, was like, I would move heaven and earth if you were my girl. I feel like they, you know, they wanted to be the winner. They could see that other people were after you. If I would move heaven and earth if you were my girl or boy. I think this person wanted to, you know, have you. And I think they wanted to beat out all the competition, but they kind of fucked it up. Okay. They kind of fucked it up. Spirit, why is the Five of Wands here? Let's find out. I'm like, why is that Five of Wands here? Because it looks here to me like they were beating out all the competition with you, pile number one, and they were about ready to get you. Like 5 seconds and they would have had you, right? But something happened. They pulled back, they screwed up, and, you know, shit fell apart here. But like, why? Why is the Five of Wands here? Why is the Five of Wands here, Spirit? Two of freaking cups. Well, for the Five of Wands, the Five of Wands is here because they still love you. I think that they're still conflicted. I think they still miss you. I think they still love you. I think this is just showing their inner conflict and their own defenses that they built up against loving someone, okay? But you can see here, this, I don't know if you guys can see this card very well, but you can see these, you guys are like two aliens together. You guys are, your hands are like this towards one another. So there is a spiritual connection. There's a healing spiritual connection. And I'm getting that song, Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd, right? And so I think that you basically broke open their heart. You cracked open their heart in a way here. And what was seen is that they need healing. This person needs healing, okay? And you guys were feeding each other this healing, right? And I think that it was a healing connection for them. And I think this person was not used to that. And I think they were used to shitty connections where they had to fight and they had to, you know, and some people, they're just, you know, they're kind of love avoidant. If they think that they can fall hard for someone, they put up massive defenses against it, including saying things like, I don't think we're really, you know, supposed to be together and things like that, right? So yeah, I think this person did some of that. Underneath it all, they were feeling and digging on you, pile number one. And that's, I'm not saying that so that you go rushing back or that you go, quite the contrary. I feel like pile one, you should hold your own stance here, and they're the ones that need to break through, okay? They need to break through, and you know, maybe you have things you need to work on too, but I'm not suggesting you go put yourself in this person's path or that you put your life on hold, okay? I'm just telling you, this is what they desire and feel, okay? And I do think that they were trying to come towards you, but they didn't realize how much they were gonna feel. It was more to them just like, you know, like really admiring you, liking your beauty and wanting to kind of acquire you in a certain way. They didn't realize their heart was going to get involved. That's what I feel here. They didn't really realize that, pile number one. Nope. Okay, and what do they desire and feel here? Death. Okay, so they want they want rebirth in this situation. They want to start over. We have Princess of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. They want spirit to clear the energy of this situation again so that, you know, they can, I think they need to learn a lesson too. It says, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. So losing you might have really taught them a lesson, taught them about defeat, taught them about their ego, taught them about, you know, how if they keep what's locked inside of them, they will never really grow out of what they're in, and they're never really going to have the true companionship that they seek. Okay, pile number one, that's what I'm seeing here. And let's go ahead. let's go ahead and do what they do and don't like about the connection, okay? So what does pile number one's, oh, we have some cards turned around in here, don't we? That happens sometimes. They get a little wild and crazy on the shuffling. Okay, so what they don't, let's first ask what they don't like about the connection, what they don't like. They don't like being so in love, Two of Cups. Let's see, what don't they like about the connection? Ten of Wands. Okay, they could have felt like they had to do a lot of work in order to be with you. And I think they just felt like they were not up to the task, okay? And I think they'd already been like brutalized by certain things in their life. And, you know, they were pessimistic about the connection. And they were feeling like it just, you know, they just couldn't make it up to get you, all right? And I think old ghosts were haunting them as well. Old ghosts from their past were haunting them. But I feel like this person just couldn't get themselves, you know, couldn't get off their asses and get themselves motivated, which is crazy because I feel like in the beginning they were, and I feel like they got tired, okay? They got really tired. Maybe you weren't giving them, enough clues. Maybe you were being kind of aloof. If you're Aquarian energy here, Aquarians can be aloof like that. Like they don't always share how they're feeling either. Maybe this person just needed a sip of water in the desert from you, or some kind of encouragement. But I also feel like this person just felt like everything was gonna be on them in this connection and they couldn't carry the weight. That's what they don't like. And what did they like about it? Nine of Wands. I think that you gave them a boost of confidence. Ace of Wands is on the bottom of the deck. They definitely love the sexual connection for sure. But I feel like you gave them an ego boost. I feel like you did teach them a lesson. I think you're teaching them about what it means to be strong. It doesn't, strong isn't just winning things and acquiring things and getting things. You can't just win the Empress automatically, like you won the lottery, therefore you get the Empress. You have to put in the work, right? And there's Sagittarian energy in this pile too, I feel like. And Sagittarian energy is great, but sometimes it can get a little lazy. I feel like this person isn't lazy, but they feel like once they win something, they shouldn't have to put in the work, right? But that's not how people actually are, okay, pile number one? That's what I'm seeing here. Now let's go ahead and get into my dirty little grab bag and see what they desire as well. What do they desire? What do they desire? Ooh, a Taurus wants your dick or pussy. All right, so some Taurus is trying to get on it. Blowjob, online dating. You could have met this person online. Your eyes are heaven. Threesomes. This person could have a fantasy. Some of you are going to be like, hell no, I hate that. Don't take it if it doesn't resonate. Drugs and sex, toys. Okay. So let's see, let's get a couple more here for my pile number ones. What do they desire and feel? Okay, licking, hand job, bad kisser. Maybe you help them. Like I said earlier, you help them become a better lover. Okay, and spit on it. Wow, guys. Okay. All right, so that's what they desire, and you help them become a better lover, as I said earlier, and you help them connect more, so that's lovely, pile number one. But let's go ahead and go over to pile number two. Oh, my pile number ones. This person, I feel like they just, I don't know. They need to grow a pair and reach out or something, whatever they're doing. If it's that good, why are they in the shadows, right? Okay, so you guys were the angels here. You guys have your own sexual academy for sexual losers or something. I don't know, pile number one. All right, so pile number two. You guys chose the Serpentine, okay? And we're going to ask what they desire and feel, all right? And in the extended reading, which you can click the link below, we'll get into what is their next move, how you will feel, and outcome, okay? So pile number two, let's go ahead and get into it. What do they desire and feel? We have, I want to show you off, tell my friends, and brag to my coworkers. Romantic love, okay? So somebody thinks that you know, you're a person that could be shown off here. We have, oh, Dolly Parton, Jolene. Jolene, I'm begging you, please don't take my man. He talks about you in his sleep. There's nothing I can do to keep him from crying when he calls your name. Okay, I'm getting a work vibe here, a coworker work vibe for some of you here. Maybe this person already has a partner and their partner knows that they have a work crush or that they have someone. And if it's not work, it could just be that, you know, your person thinks about you or texts you or talks to you while they're at work and they have a hard time getting through their workday. Maybe some of these people are wrapping up loose ends with someone else and they know that your person, pile number 2, is into you, okay? Could be multiple things going on here. We have the eagle energy. So someone's definitely watching you and wants to swoop in on you. And we have the dragonfly, all right? Both 2 creatures that fly, both 2 creatures of the air, but very different, okay? So you and your person, you guys could, one of you could be very spiritually uplifting, very optimistic. The other one could be more shrewd. I'm getting for some of you, I'm getting like engineering, accounting, scientist, technology, lawyer kind of vibe here. Like one of you could be like that and the other one could be more artistic, more fancy free, more spiritual, okay? But you're both coming through as air, so you both could be air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And you know, there's a fascination with one another in this pile, I feel, but you guys are not the same, all right? You guys are not the same. And it says 919, reconciling the past, surrendering, and new chapter. Maybe you guys had a bad chapter where this person was off, you know, thinking about someone else and you guys are going to reconcile. It says, what are you waiting for? Open the door, opportunity. So some of you are going to have an opportunity. This could be a new love for some of you too. One that you didn't expect. One that you have, differs from your usual expectations, okay? So you're surrendering into a new chapter. Maybe some of you were with cheaters in the past, but I feel like some of you are surrendering to a new chapter, okay? Their absence brings balance, justice, okay? So for some of you, like staying away from older connections, if this is a new connection, staying away from older connections is what brings you into balance so you can enjoy a new connection, okay? And then for others of you, someone here was a cheater and them being away from you is the best thing and is allowing you to transform yourself here, okay? So there's multiple storylines here. It says the timing just wasn't right for us, okay? And then we have I love you unconditionally, okay? So this could be one of those unrequited love situations where this person had a partner and you guys couldn't really get together because they were with someone else and the timing wasn't right, or maybe someone's work was getting in the way, but the timing just wasn't right. We have 444. The universe fully supports you as you can continue on your path towards enlightenment, okay? Some of you have an opportunity coming as well. We have a new opportunity, possibly with an upgraded person here. 945, step into your senses as a way of communicating with your twin flame on an intimate level. So this person wants you to use everything to commute. To maybe some of you commute with them. I don't know. Maybe you have a long commute. But to communicate with them. So step into your senses. So it's also your imagination, your fantasy, your smell. I think this person wants to have their senses overwhelmed by you. And then we have here, oh yeah, this person is trying to go down on you. I feel pile number 2. We have here the lovers. Yeah, I mean, how crazy is that? The timing just wasn't right for us. I love you unconditionally. What the hell, right? What the hell? I think that you took this person out of their logical mind and you helped make them more spiritual, but this person's trying to go down on you, pile number 2. And they just want you to rest and relax and enjoy yourself, okay, is what I'm seeing. Your person could have a nice ass too, from what else I'm seeing here. Like really cute ass too. We have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so this person wants to serve you in a way, like they want to just open your shirt and then suck on your nipples, guy or girl, doesn't matter. But this person feels like they want to play, oh, and they want to reach under your skirt as well. And and give you a hand job or finger your pussy. They want to they want to kiss your titties while they do that, or suck on your nipples while they do that. I feel like this person wants to hit your G-spot. They're like, X marks the spot. They want to hit your G-spot. And I feel like they are like totally in service to you. We saw this person going down on the other person. This person is kneeling in front of the Queen of Swords. So you could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and this person wants to bow down and kneel down to you, okay? So some of them are, I want to show you off and tell all my friends and brag to my coworkers, romantic love. They're thinking you're looking good, you're smelling good, you're feeling good. We have the Knave, we have the Page of Swords, okay? The Page of Wands. So I feel like this person is almost willing to take whatever they can get from you. I feel like this person, for some of you, isn't as maybe as good looking as you are, or maybe you're better looking than their prior partner. But there's something here about the looks not quite being equal, and I feel like this person will kind of take what they can get from you. Like people might have seen you guys together and been like, wow, that's an interesting couple. But this person loves you unconditionally. The timing just wasn't right. All right. So they've had to continue on their path. And I think some of them are still trying to have a psychic connection with you, even though the timing wasn't right or it didn't come off as they wanted to. Some of them are still trying to have a like mental sexual connection with you, is what I'm seeing. Like they're trying to continue the relationship on the astral plane. All right. This person could have had a little bit of a tummy, is what I see too. They could have been not the most amazing dresser either, which is also kind of funny, but I see you being like very sexually attracted to them, even though that's the way like it was. Okay. I see that. I see you still wanting from them very much. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at what they desire and feel, all right, in the tarot. So what does pile number 2's person desire and feel in the tarot? What do they desire and feel? Lots of oral sex, okay. But let's get at it. Lots of oral sex. I think they enjoyed giving more than they did receiving almost as well. Four of Swords. Okay, so they needed to take a rest from this connection. It wasn't the right timing. They could have had other things going on in their work life or their family life that did not permit them to entertain the connection as much as they like to. Because for, as lusty as they are here, they're taking a time out. They're like, I need a time out. That's what I just heard from them. And I feel like you call to them in their sleep. I feel like they do dream of you. I feel like they look at you as some kind of like, maybe they're putting you on hold for the future, pile number 2. Anyway, you don't have to wait around for that. You really don't, for some, dream to manifest here. But I do feel like this person, kind of wants to reserve you for later and is like, I don't know, I would be into this. I just can't right now. So it's like they want to put the connection on hold for a minute, like phone call and putting it on hold, and I'm going to go do something else. So they might want to kind of put things on hold and take rest at certain times. And some of them could really just like wanting to rest and relax with you as well, is what I'm getting for others. They really enjoyed resting and relaxing with you, okay? What they desire and feel, 8 of Cups. Yeah, some of them had to take a break and walk away from this, pile number 2. They just, 8 of Cups, 4 of Swords. Maybe it just got to be a little too much for them. The timing wasn't right. I don't sense this was anything that you did, pile number 2. I don't think this was anything that you did or that you even, I think you were doing a great job with Justice here. And the Dragonfly, I feel like you're the Dragonfly in this. I feel like you were doing a great job. You were beautiful, you were sexy, you were sensual, you were doing a great job. But for whatever reason, this person felt like they needed to walk away from this connection. Spirit, why do they feel they need to walk away from this connection? Why do they need to walk away? Spirit, can you clarify the 8 of Cups for me? Why do they need to walk away from this connection? The Emperor, some of them had families. Some of them were already with someone or had families or had responsibilities. Maybe they were caring for aging parents. Maybe they had young children and they couldn't, okay? Some of them were having to maybe they had very intense jobs and they were up for a big promotion. Some of them just couldn't because they had other responsibilities that were keeping them in check, is what I'm seeing here, okay? They just couldn't. They had other responsibilities that were keeping them tethered to things besides you, okay? Isn't that about a bitch, pile number 2? Because I feel like, on the one hand, I do feel like you could be realizing this too. I mean, I'm not getting a real desperate energy from you either, pile number 2. So, you know, maybe it was a mutual thing, but let's see here. What do they desire? What do they desire and feel? 6 of Cups, they feel very nostalgic about this connection. If there is something else, like they have children so they can't see you often and that's not what you wanted, or they have another connection that they just didn't really want to let go of, but they weren't really together with, like they were separated. This person feels very nostalgic. It's like they walk away and then 5 seconds later, they're like, oh shit, I missed pile number 2, you know? And some of them could have really envisioned marrying you and having you be a part of their family, okay? And some of them may have known your family members, is what I'm getting as well. Like for some of you, this person knew your family or knew your family members, is what I'm seeing. So they feel very nostalgic, and they have a lot of, this could be Cancer energy too. They feel very nostalgic. I just heard Cancer and Gemini and Leo, okay? So yeah, maybe an Aquarius here as well. Page of Wands. Yeah, they get to feeling real nostalgic about you and they almost pick up the phone and call you. They almost do. I feel like they get very tempted to pick, to call you or to text you. Like they really, really, get tempted, I feel like. And they love your eyes. Okay, this person loves your eyes. Your eyes are like eyes they have never seen in anyone before. They like the looks that you give too. It's like you don't always show the most emotion in your face, but it's that look that you get that just, they want to know what's going on underneath it, okay? And then we have the 8 of Swords. So yeah, I feel like we have 2 8s here. I feel like this person is frustrated. They've been frustrated. They want to show you their passion. They want to show you how they feel. They want to act on it. But they're like, I'm walking in a spider web. Leave a message and I'll call you back, right? Is what I feel here. They just are not, the irony is they're making a little bit more out of it than it needs to, I feel. They're being a little dramatic about the connection and what it all meant and the timing. My sense is they could have gotten the timing right if they just would have, if they just would have been better at what they were doing with you or something. Like if they just would have taken it on a little bit more, I feel like they could have prevailed here. Yeah, the Moon, I think they were just, 5 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I don't know, some of them were feeling sorry for themselves. Some of them were Cancer energy. We're feeling emotional, Cancer, Pisces energy. And we're feeling like, nothing ever works out for me, or I might as well give up, or I'm stuck with this situation. Some of them were just straight up confused about what to do, is what I'm getting here as well. Like they just really didn't know. Like this person probably needed a tarot reader to give them some direction about their life and where things were headed. Okay, let's clarify the Moon. Why were they so confused, Spirit? Why were they so confused? Why were they could have experienced a death in the family, or having to take care, having a lot of responsibilities. But let's see, why the Moon? Clarify the Moon here. Why are they so confused? Clarify the Moon. King of Pentacles, again, the same thing. 2 of Cups, King of Pentacles. They were in some kind of a relationship with responsibilities and tethers that did not allow them to, but their subconscious was calling you and you were calling them, and it was mystical and mysterious, and you took them out of their everyday bullshit. And I think that's what they really, really enjoy. That's really what comes up for them here, but they have to hold it down is what I'm seeing. And I think they feel a little like depressed and trapped about it sometimes, pile number 2, but they have to hold it down. That's the energy that I'm getting from them. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull my dirty little grab bag and see what their desires and feelings are, okay? Desires and feelings for my pile number. What does pile number 2's person desire towards them? Let's see. What do they desire? Oh, shoot, that's way too much. I think they have a lot of desires for you that they have not, been able to act on. Some of them haven't been able to act on this connection is what I feel. It says a Gemini is trying to fuck. I mentioned Gemini earlier. We have trouble finding the G-spot. Wow, some of them need a teacher. Sit on my face, blowjob, online dating. I get a feeling this person would like to try online dating, but they're probably too busy for it. Drugs and sex, bad kisser. Maybe they want to be taught how to be a better kisser. A Taurus wants your dick or pussy. Licking, okay? Let's go ahead and see. Let's get a couple more here and see what is coming through. Okay, we have a Libra is trying to get it in. All right, so we have 2 air signs here. Divorce, yeah. Some of them wanted to leave who they were with, or they were bored in a marriage or a long-term commitment and wanted divorce. Lick your ear, marry me. Okay, some are turning, they don't like being alone. Could be a Libra. They just want to get back into it. Pulling your hair and self-pleasure. Yeah, some of them are still like have a lot of sexual thoughts about you and are still getting themselves off thinking about you, okay? Pile number 2. So, woo, 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 right? Pile number 2. Some of them are just bored in whatever it is that they're in and they want to spice it up and enjoy things, right? But they can't. They feel like they're trapped. All right. So, pile number 2, let's go ahead and clear your reading and we will get ready for pile number 3's reading. Please join me in the extended reading if you'd like to find out more details, including what's their next move, how you will feel, and outcome. Okay, so we move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, my beautiful pile number 3s. You guys chose the Malachite, okay? This green stone resonating with the heart chakra. And we are asking what they desire and feel, all right? And in the extended reading, we'll go into their next move, how you will feel about that, and the outcome. And you can click the link below to hit up the extended reading, hit up the Vimeo link. But for now, let's get into it. What they desire and feel for my pile number 3s. They're saying, let's take a trip together. Europe, Hawaii, Greece, someplace warm with culture, long distance lovers. So for someone, this might be someone who's not from your same culture. Some of them want to go on a trip with you. Ooh, and your song is, their song to you is you toast your friends because I left, but you know I'm never coming back once I walk out the door. Screw all your loose ends in this war. It was all about the power and I can't do it anymore. Sadder, badder, cooler by Tove Lo, okay? So some of them are real salty and bitter is what I'm getting here. Scorpion, yeah, we could have a Scorpio here. And they might have fucked themselves with their own stinger here, with their own tail. They might have just sort of fucked themselves, but definitely feeling that Scorpio energy here. You know, when I walk out the door, I'm not coming back. They're probably a very stubborn, your person is very stubborn, pile number 3. Like, on the other hand, they want to take a trip and they want to have a long distance lover. So what's their deal here? Dear, well, that's a very odd combination, isn't it? It's again like this, like part of them wants to forgive you, or even if you weren't in the wrong, pile number 3, part of them wants to forgive you and just make it all better and wants to just, you know, be really sweet to you. Like some of them could call you dear, like honey dear, like oh hi dear, or things like that. How are you doing, dear? I feel like some of them have like a little dark side underneath that though, right? And they don't like it when they don't get what they want is what I'm feeling, pile number 3, okay? Some of them could have wanted to tell you like, I'll take you on a vacation. They could have money. Let me take you on a vacation. But when they don't get what they want, they act really bitter. Okay, is it a joke or is it is this a joke or is it a play? This is what you'll say on this crazy day. Yeah, so your person could be like, you know, one day bitter and then the next day wanting to make up with you here. We have, it's going to be longer. The wait will make you stronger, delays. So this person knows that it's going to take longer, I think, to make this come together with you. And then we have here 515, fears realized, conscious shift, change of mind. Okay, so some of them could have changed their minds and about this connection, like they were optimistic and then they decided, oh shit, it sucks, it's not going to be worth it. They could have been questioning or changing their mind, like, is this situation just a joke or is there something really here? And so they could kind of go back and forth in their mind about that. I wonder if you are happy without me. All right, yeah, some of them are wondering, like, are you taking trips? Are you going places? Are you having other lovers, right? Some of them are definitely wondering that. I want to tell you how I feel. Yeah, some of them have been bitter Bettys over here and have just been real pissy about shit. And they really want to tell you that actually they still care for you. They still are having a flame for you here. And they could have had a lot of fear with you as well. Like their own fears could have overtaken them. Your twin flame is new beginning to connect the dots back. Your twin flame is now beginning to connect the dots back to you. They're beginning to understand that their happiness and their loveliness was with you here. We have 829, pay attention to your dreams. Hidden information is waiting to be discovered. Yeah, Scorpion. This person hidden feelings are ready to be discovered. Pile number 3. Okay, so we have the Star card. All right, so this person wants to have a healing from this connection and they're willing to just, this girl looks like she's peeing on this guy, but they're willing to, you know, just make themselves vulnerable, like prostrate themselves in front of you while you just do what you need to do. For some of you, this person just likes to see you come and likes to see you get off and, you know, doesn't even care sometimes if they come. They just want to make sure you're having fun. And then we have 3 of Swords here. Yeah, some of them feel very hurt by things that happened in the past, and some of them can't help but check up on you, pile number 3. They still check up on you. They still stalk you. They still look in on you. They still have dreams about you and imagine you when you, maybe you guys did 69 together and you would sit on their face or things like that. But this person is still thinking about all of that. We have 3 of Wands, okay? Yeah, this person loved it when you would get on their knees in front of them and eat them out or suck their dick. They loved that. They were so into that. As well as, you know, you doing the same to them. That's why I mentioned 69, right? Like now I'm seeing it. They might not ever do that with anyone else again. Like 69, not everybody does 69. I feel like this person is maybe a lot more forceful with other people that they're with, but this person is bitter because they're not with you and they do check in on you here. Hidden information is going to come out for you guys on this connection. All right, so let's go ahead and look at these cards. First of all, I want to find out why they're bitter. Okay, why is pile number 3's person bitter towards them? Why the Scorpion and Sadder Batter Cooler song? Why are they bitter? Spirit, why is pile number 3's person feeling bitter here? 9 of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. I think that they're bitter because I think they feel that you made them worry a lot or that they had many sleepless nights over you. They could have stayed up many nights thinking about you, not being able to fall asleep, worried about you. I think they were thinking about you a hell of a lot. Look at, there's a dragonfly in here too. And yeah, there's a dragonfly in here, I think. I had a dragonfly come up in pile number 2. But anyway, this person is, you know, trying to remain stoic while you walk out the door and is watching your ass as you walk out the door. So I think they feel better because you put them in a worried headspace here. That's what I'm getting. But what do they desire and feel? What does pile number 3's person desire and feel? And the irony, pile number 3, is I think they put you in this position. It's kind of ironic. I'm definitely feeling they probably made you feel that too. So whatever they're talking about here, what they desire and feel. 10 of Michael, 10 of Swords. So yeah, take a bow, exit stage left. The situation is over. I think that they, you know, experienced a lot of mental anguish in the connection. I think they personally were experiencing that. Maybe they were making things up bigger than they were here. But I do feel like this person has changed their mind and something ended. The situation ended and you are finally free. So this person could be feeling like they're free now to pursue what they want to pursue other interests or other loves here. Let's find out what they desire and feel. 10 of Gabriel, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying hard to please others, okay? So this is the 10 of Wands. 2 10s, we have 2 10s in your reading here. So I definitely feel like your person is sick of this same old, sick of the routine, sick of the heaviness. They could have really gotten burnt out on, you know, mourning you and staying up and thinking about you. They could have gotten really, you know, it's like spirit was punishing them or something is what they feel, that spirit was punishing them for the way that things went down. And, you know, they really had to, I feel like they've had to take a hard look at themselves here. So what they desire and feel, Spirit. 3 of Gabriel. I think they're trying to take the next step in their life. I think they're trying to figure out where they're going to go. Some of them might want to move to another location, or they have moved, or they're going to just switch things up. Some of them are contemplating bigger changes in their lives, and some of them are wanting to clear their energy after what happened with you guys, okay? Because I do feel they were very burdened. Even if they were the one that burdened you, which is crazy. All right, so we have how they desire and feel. The Star, they're trying to, you know, get healing from a situation that was really harsh them out, is what I feel. And we have number 16, change your life, Archangel Chamael, a sudden revelation that offers freedom. Break free from procrastination, embrace the opportunities that change brings, okay? So we have the Tower here. I feel like your person is needing healing after like a breakup, after a situation that was very challenging to them. I think they're trying to figure out what their next move is, what their options are, and how they can let go of some of this shit from the past. I think they're trying to contact their angels and guides to find out what their next step is and where they should go and what they should do, all right? Some of them are still very sexually, like still feel sexually drawn to you, but they feel like there's something toxic in this connection, and that's why they're wanting to change and have more peace, is what I'm feeling here, pile number 3. Okay, and we have the Queen of Wands. So some of them are wanting to be more lighthearted, and the Empress. All right, so some of them might be, I hate to say it, but some of them might be looking for a new partner, all right? They might be looking for a fire sign or a Taurus here is what I'm seeing, Aries, Leo, Sag. But if you are a Taurus or an Aries, Leo, Sag, I think some of them are realizing that the grass isn't greener, okay? That they had something really good with you. And I think that's why it was so upsetting to them, and that's why they're needing healing. And not just if you're those signs, but I do feel if you're a person that's passionate, charming, brilliant, and independent, and that you run your own show and you're quite the prize. If you know if that's you or not, pile number 3, then they are realizing the grass isn't always greener. And that's why they've needed so much healing from this connection. And that's why they've stayed up so late. They could be trying to find another person like you. Some of them realize they might have to move in order to do that, is what I'm also seeing here, pile number 3. Okay, so they could be trying to have other options, and they could just be realizing that, you know, it's not that easy. Okay, so are they gonna, let's ask Spirit, are they gonna come back to pile number 3 here and try to be with my pile 3s again? The World. Okay, so I think that they want completion with you. I think they feel like there are things that still they didn't get to say or they didn't get to do, and they're wanting to have completion in this situation with you. But let's clarify that. Are they wanting to have a new beginning with my pile number 3s? Is that what they want? 7 of Michael. No, I don't think so. I think they are wanting to take their search. I think they do want to complete what happened with you, like even if it's just within themselves. But I feel like they are wanting to go on a new path. The prodigal son returns. Maybe they're going to go back to where they grew up. But some of them are going to move or change their path and change their destiny and feel like I think they feel broken up about this connection. I think it was very hard for them, 7 of Swords. I think they had to learn some tough lessons here, but I can see they're wanting to close the chapter with you. So no, I don't think they want to come back. Pile number 3 is what I think here. But you never know, right? Because we do have the World, so you could start a new cycle with them, and we'll look at that in the extended reading. What's their next move, how you will feel an outcome, okay? But before we do that, let's go ahead and look at let's look at my sexy grab bag and see, because I'm sure you guys had amazing sexual chemistry together, otherwise you wouldn't be on this reading asking about them. So let's see what they desired about you. Let's see what they found desirable. Okay, they don't like condoms, so maybe you didn't make them wear one and they like that. They say, I love you, but I can't say it. So some of them are holding back their feelings. Are you with someone else? And fucking someone else for sure. So you guys could have moved on from each other and have both of you could have other partners. This person and you, pile number 3. We have a Pisces wants to play, all right? So puppy love, this could have been something that hit really hard. Bisexual, okay? Someone here could be bisexual. There could have been mind games, Gemini energy, bisexual mind games. You Geminis, I know what you're doing out there. Just kidding. Penetration, doesn't like condoms with penetration, all right. A Virgo wants you, so that's interesting. Those are opposite signs, Pisces and Virgo, okay? And then we've got too good to be true. Like, I think you took this person by storm and they could have just wanted to run off with you. Pretends not to care. Yeah, they love you, but they can't tell you, and they pretend that they don't care. That's not cool. Spit on it. And we have don't text your ex. Okay, pile number 3. So if this person is your ex, Spirit is telling you, do not text your ex, okay? But there's a lot of curiosity, I feel like, in this pile. Like, you want to know, are they fucking someone else? They want to know if you're fucking someone else. They loved you, but they couldn't say it. You know, they pretended not to care. All this stuff, okay, pile number 3. So it's kind of a shit show, isn't it? As it always is in love. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and do follow me to the extended reading if you so desire, okay? So thank you so much, and have a good one.